Àngel Planells y Cruanyes was a Catalan Surrealist painter whose career threads through the early avant-garde of interwar Spain, the disruptions of civil conflict, and a late reaffirmation of dreamlike image-making. Born in the coastal town of Cadaqués, later famous as Salvador Dalí's haunt, Planells grew up amid the stark geology and maritime light of the Cap de Creus. As a teenager, he encountered visiting artists and formed an early friendship with Dalí. By 1918, he had moved to Barcelona to study painting, lithography, and engraving, although economic constraints soon forced him to return home. These formative years honed a technical discipline that he would bend toward the improbable juxtapositions and still charged atmospheres of surrealism. Planells's first steps onto the public stage came at the end of the 1920s. After publishing surrealist poems and art-critical texts in 1928, he showed in collective exhibitions in Girona and at Barcelona's Galeries Dalmau, an avant-garde nucleus that had previously hosted international modernists, before holding his first solo show there in 1930. In Cadaqués, he also met visiting surrealists, including René Magritte, encounters that reinforced his path toward an imagery of metamorphosis and sly, poetic dislocation. The canvases of this period often stage precise, coolly lit objects in desert-like or maritime spaces, their quietude charged with the logic of dream. In 1936, Planells joined the short-lived but influential Logic Fobista group, a Catalan circle that sought to fuse rational form with the liberation of the psyche. The group's exhibition opened that May in Barcelona's Libreria Catalonia. That same year, 3 of his works were included in the London International Surrealist Exhibition, marking his participation in the broader European network that gave the movement its visibility. The Spanish Civil War that followed fractured this momentum. Like many artists, Planells's public opportunities narrowed sharply under the new regime, and the experimental edge of pre-war surrealism gave way, for a time, to more marketable subjects. From 1929, Planells had settled in Blanes, Girona, where he taught at the local School of Arts, while sustaining his studio practice, a dual vocation that anchored him outside Barcelona's shifting cultural currents. After the war, he concentrated on landscapes and still lifes, consolidating his reputation regionally, even as surrealism, as a public banner, receded from official favor. Yet the oniric impulse never vanished from his work. In the 1970s, amid a broader reassessment of historical avant-gardes, he returned explicitly to surrealist invention, renewing earlier motifs with seasoned craft and a more meditative pace. Planells died in Barcelona in 1989, having traversed nearly the entire 20th century arc of Catalan modernism, from local experiment to international contact, and back to a regional pedagogy of making. Museums and archives today position him as a key node in Iberian surrealism's constellation, an artist who, while often overshadowed by Dalí's celebrity, maintained a distinctive voice, lyrical, exacting, and quietly subversive. His trajectory, early avant-garde promise, wartime interruption, post-war adaptation, and late return to the marvelous, mirrors the fate of much Spanish modernism, and his best pictures distill that history into stillnesses where the everyday tilts, gently but irrevocably, toward the unreal.